that I've incorporated into this build.
What am I doing putting buttons down? Not yet.
Just like even a simple lighting design is always a handy one to look at other players' interpretations of lighting designs.
Oh, night potions, that's what I forgot to equip.
We've managed to salvage skeleton spawner on the outer perimeter of this area too. We salvaged it so it didn't get destroyed. So we're going to incorporate it into the build so that skeletons will spawn in this area constantly. I'll come in and I'll have a look.
Right now it's not a big deal because it helps actually. So you guys can leave it. It's no big deal.
Well, as you're clearing off in front of the wall, when you get to these lava parts and all the rest of it, you're going to have no choice but to get rid of them. Like, I mean, it's just part of your clearing process. So then, yeah, just as you come to them, just clear them off. These areas to be, well, essentially completely null and void of everything. And right down until you can't dig any further. Like, you can get rid of, I think it's 2 layers of bedrock. Get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like, I want it like dead flat so that you can't go any further. Yeah, just the 2 layers of bedrock that you can get rid of, annihilate them as well. The only reason being is we're going to put at least 1 layer of sand down at the very bottom just to match the walls. And then I've taken screenshots of this landmass just before Blaze started dynamiting it, and it's got like a couple of natural hills in that. We're going to duplicate that. Like, we're going to rebuild that, but down 30 levels. So the floor's not dead flat, it's got some rises in it, like just the natural rises that were meant to be there. Yes, yeah. Because dead flat's just going to, you know, for that space, just picture it in your mind, the floor being dead flat for that amount of squares is just going to look ridiculous. It's going to have a little bit of depth and height to it. And then as you had a bit of a tour on your way in, so you compare that to places like Dragon's Keep and all the rest of it, and you can understand what we're going for now. We're going for an epic adventure, just epic places to visit. And we'll be doing it all as a quest together. There's a lot of loves ideas in this one, take that way. What were we saying yesterday, Blaze? Words?
Yeah, that's the word. That's what it was just words.
Just words. Like, how would you describe this map? Words. I'll just use that as a description. Too many words to describe it. I can actually... did I? I'll come back to that in a second. I can also take players into some other worlds that I've built, which is stuff that we're going to start duplicating in this world. It needs to be duplicated from other worlds into this one, which will...
Yo, what's up, Sri Brady? How's it going, buddy?
Beautiful. I mean, you're a relatively young player, but you're fine, bro. You're respectful and all the rest of it, and I like players like that, so you're fully sweet. Just shoot me off a friend's request as well, only because it's on my console, this world, so if Blaze is not on, like, you know, Blaze might not be on one day, but I'll be here digging away, so then you'll be able to see that I'm digging and you'll be able to come and help me if you like. Yeah, I'm pretty much always on, like, you know, you'll always see me. Yeah. I want to get to a stage where the players that are contributing, I can trust them enough that I can leave my console on 24/7 and you can sort of just come and go willy-nilly as you please to work on it. But that's, you know, as I said, I've got to be able to trust players when it comes to that level, you know what I mean? I can't be, you know... It's very risky, but I want to get to that level where I can trust players, so just keep that in mind. Because it would be very handy. Because then you just can build at your own free pace and stuff, you know. But though, you know, you've got to understand what we're doing here, the design, and all the rest of it. And there'll be something to build. It'd be awesome, like, you know what I mean? Like, because then I'll get that wow factor that the rest of the players are getting. Because a lot of players can come into this world and go, oh, wow, Jace, you did that while, you know, everybody was offline. And, you know, you guys get that little bit of a wow factor. I'd love that once or twice myself, personally. I've got the friends request, I just got to accept it. So I was just laying down those. And I was just laying down those. Accept that now. Where is it? Notification. Friends request. This is that. It'll take you a little bit to, once you've come here a few times, it'll take you a little bit to get your feel for this, you know, this map and where all of the builds are taking place and stuff like that. But sooner or later, you'll just know it. You'll be like, yeah, I know that I've got to go north here, you know, south here, east here, west there.
I still get confused, so it's okay. If you get confused, it's okay. I'm always confused with this damn place.
See if you can learn the map faster than Blaze. He's had like a weekend start on you. Back in a second, Blaze.
The only problem is, man, with Drags, what he does is he drags me around all these damn places, so I never get a chance to establish a proper fucking little landmark or something, right? So it's like, come on, Drags, dick. I know, man. Slave driver. Except for this was... He had this all mapped out in Glowstone, 150 by 200, and he decided to be stupid and bring me here, and I started putting glass down, and we haven't stopped yet in this spot, so... It's all Drag's fault for us to starting here, because he brought me here. That was the biggest mistake. Don't bring me to a big project if you don't want it to get worked on. This is the biggest, out of the entire map that I explored, this was the biggest ocean bed that we could find. TNT is such a beautiful sight after having to deal with all the sponges that were in this place. Oh my goodness. It's just so nice to just be able to sit back and dig a 1x1 hole and light TNT up. Living the life, living the dream.
Alright,
no, I've got it all down to this science and all that with this with TNT right now. For this part, at least. It's Drags' wall that's gonna take the longest, probably.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting quite a bit down this length of the wall.
K97's Gear for Guys is giving you everything a guy could ever want.
Every corner is in my reach. Alright. No. Drop sand. No. Drop sand into it. Where? Show me where. Whereabouts? I'll use this bit here as an example. Alright, this is the best way to get rid of the lava. I'll use this bit here as an example, just here. Alright, so I'll use this bit here as an example. What I would do is I would stand here like this, and I would go like this, and I'd keep on dropping lava until it doesn't drop through keep on dropping sand until it doesn't drop through no more. Because then you're filling all of the levels below it, does that make sense? You're covering all the levels below it as well. You're not creating new source blocks or anything, you're actually filling the hole that the lava occupies. Then what you can do, as soon as you are a bit away from the wall, is only doing this by hand because you have to be careful at the moment, but as soon as you guys are a little bit away from the wall, and I say probably about 5 blocks away from the wall, you can actually use TNT and a stone and flint to start chunking away larger sections. Just one explosion at a time. No laying down like 6 of them and trying to control 6 dynamites. One at a time. I'll give you an example. I'll grab a TNT.
I'll give an example here.
Hypothetically, he's like right where you are now, Warhol. What you could do is you could go.
Oh, drags! I forgot.
There.
I put an extra
TNT.
row here too of TNT to do so.
Because you're away from the wall, you're not going to do damage. You've got to be away from the wall to do this. So a better example is here on the stone. Hit it with the stone and flint, fly it back for a second, and it will go bang. And see, it will take out that little segment. But only one explosion at a time. Once you're clear of the wall. Don't be doing that right next to the wall. Take it that way. The reason I say only do 1 TNT, because as soon as you put down 2, it starts bouncing them around like crazy. And that gets really dangerous really fast. And I usually put it like, yes, I usually put it like 1 block in. Like for example, see this big solid bit that Blaze is working on? What you would do is you'd go bang, go 2 blocks, put it in, like that, and go boom. And so it'll just start chunking out bigger sections. Once we've got the ropes, it won't work on obsidian. You might be trying to blow up obsidian.
Yeah, obsidian doesn't blow up. That's why. Why do you think I'm using obsidian?
Worse, no. Yeah, because it's falling into the lava.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's falling into the lava, it's not blowing anything up. There you go. See how it's blowing out a little bit? But now what you'll do is, because you're further than the wall, you're getting further and further away from the wall. So what you could do, Scrappy, is like when you get to about where I am, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit 1.
And run.
But watch this. But watch this. See what's going to happen? See how they start bouncing? Then see one of them could bounce backwards at you. That's the only danger. If it bounces backwards and hits this wall, that's a lot of repair work. And we don't want that repair work, for lack of a better word. We really don't want that repair work. Yeah.
Best answer I've heard from anyone all day about TNT. I love it.
I do like that.
That is the best answer.
No, you wouldn't leave. You would help repair, then you would leave. Let's be real. You know, I made a player do that once. My missus built a really cool hedge maze, and this dickhead came